All right, I'm back. Sorry for the break and thanks for sticking around. Wow, he was just feeling up a yeah, yeah, he does in the intro. Can't know the context of that because refuses to play. We saw no, I saw that part. He there's a it's when you introduce Majima. It's like chapter 3, isn't it? He there's like a rowdy guest in host club whom that's one of the hostesses, and he's like drunk and rowdy, and he just goes for it, man. He just goes for it, and then Majima has to come over and be like, "Okyakusama, you can't do that here, sir." And then the Majima introduction scene ensues where Majima is just like, "Yeah, I'm based," and he kicks his ass without actually kicking his ass. That's pretty cool. Cannot be helped. Shikatanai. Sometimes a boob gets grabbed. Like it's just the way of life. There's a couple of similar scenes. Well, now I want to do more story. Tapioca knows how to light the fire under me. There's some couple of similar scenes. Time to do main story, guys. But first, we finished. We finished the real estate quest last time. The billionaire one. The 5 billionaires. We've conquered the 5 billionaires, and we unlocked God mode, which is pretty cool. What was that? Oh, I guess I'm phased through that. I'm hoping that Marina, our secretary's jab, has since been unlocked. So let's go check that out. And I'm not really sure what the follow-up is there. I kind of don't have any outstanding side quests right now. We might be forced to do story. I'm more of a kissing fan rather than grabbing. Both are good for sure. Like boobs are very versatile. There's a lot of stuff you can do with them. They're like the anatomy's equivalent of rice. Like rice can go with everything, man. Just like boobs. I'm ready to be awkward. Watch the Cocoa Aisu video for the 29th time. I mean, we might yet be saved. We might yet be saved. I mean, that will surely happen later. Don't worry. With the shakedown, do you think I'm really strong? I might be. I should have. All right, next time I see him, I think he's gonna be gone now. Next time I see him, I might give it a shot. I need to stock up anyway. Here she is. Oh, like her 3D model. Everybody's 3D model is like a debuff, but Marina's profile pic is very pretty. So let's hope the jab doesn't disappoint. I've got a nice iced tea here to sip along with the group watch. Yeah, it kind of had the same problem as the previous poll one. Like they give them the poll and then just nothing happens. It's like, poll. And they just kind of lay there. There's no action like the bouncy ball or the blowing bubbles or the playing with the balloon animals, but it was still better than the other poll one we watched. It is a shame because obviously Marina is very attractive, and then they just give her a boring jab. But it was still a lot more enjoyable. It felt like there was more action, even though there was hardly any action. compared to the other pull jab we watched. Obviously, Kokoa's still number one. And Luca in a very, very, very close second. Ridika's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror tomorrow. Pog. I watched a little bit of Ridika's drinking gross stuff stream while she played Mario. I don't think I have anything else to do, guys. This is awkward. I own all the properties. I think we have to do story. After I collect this payout. I've gone fishing. I kind of want to fish again when it's light out. It was kind of not great fishing in the dark because it's hard to see where the fish's shadows are in the water. Like we could go eating, not game fish. We could go eating. We could go eating. How much CP do I have? 15. How much money do I have? I have plenty of money. Let's get a payout. Let's get a payout. And then do story. Get a payout, invest in ourselves, and then do story. Look how cute Iris is. That's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I think I could get more dash. I think that I should have. I think I need to invest in Limit Breaker. Yeah, we got to keep up for Limit Breaker. Yeah, we're halfway to Limit Breaker. That's where my CP is going into. Is there any like scrounging up of CP available to me? We had 8 managers. Where's the 8th one? Okay, that'll just naturally happen. If I beat Mr. Shakedown one more time, I get that CP. Coliseum opponent. If I beat people up in Dragoon style, I also get stuff. Okay, if I buy one more weapon. Oh shoot, you know what? Legend of Dragoon style. Ah, damn it. The rush like unlocks are the worst, but I technically have. Let's do it a little bit while I'm still tilted from Lemmings. So we can further tilt. And then that'll get our payouts up, and then we can do story. People are going to be like, there's no way he's going to actually do story. I don't know. I guess I can't make the promise 100%. I'm going to try and stall, but I think we're out of stall. Out of stall, not Gamefish. Still looking for the turquoise. Unless he caught it. I didn't get to see the I didn't get to see this. I think he might have done a turquoise session after Croc 2. I watched a little bit of Croc 2's session. Large. Yep. Yeah, did Arius get it yet, Wins? Did he stream some some big old bass yesterday. I don't. How does he? How is he convinced so many? Like, if you go into Arius's Discord or just be in his chat, there's like people who are like, "Ah, man, I got some good progress in Japan today. I caught like 3 monsters." And I'm just like, what about this game that he's playing looks appealing to you for you to pick up? Like watching it is fine, but it does not do anything for me to be like, ah, I need to boot this game up and catch some fish, man. Hasn't gotten to yet. Oh, maybe it's the race. There's big points. Wait, is that a thing on retro achievements? Like, if you get an achievement that very few other people have gotten, do you get like more internet points? Yeah, like it really is. It really is like FM. I thought Arius must have liked FM because of like the strategizing and the deck building, but now after I see how happy he is to play big old bass, I realize he only likes it for the gotcha. Do nothing for 8 hours, and you don't even get any star chips to buy your monster. There's no 800 star chip backup in big old bass. He wasn't happy at first. I guess it grew on him, yeah. How far is your game off, Yimo? I've not checked his list. Yimo, I know you were saying that it's going to take forever till he gets to your game. Make a billion commands and keep chat comfy. Gotta let the bass grow on you. Damn. Like, I gave him Bubble Bobble before he was around 20. Bubble Bobble has a chance, maybe. Yeah, I've not looked in a while. Okay, if I use a katana instead of your fist, be my guest. Oh no, did someone give him the sequel?
Oi.
Mario Pinball was special, yeah. uh, I don't quite know. There's so many crappy achievements. I guess if you just have fun racking up the points, but I have a lot of respect for Arius for a lot of things, but particularly for being able to endure as much of the retro achievements challenge as he has. I I would not have the perseverance with the many of the games that have been given to him. Sequel is in. Wow. I mean, that'll be comfy now that he likes it. Now that he's a known enjoyer of fishing, that'll be pretty comfy to watch. Maybe they fix some of the BS that's hard to get. Maybe it won't be as BS to catch the rare fish. Do RA like him? Upon further inspection, I'm just going to play to beat games. I think you've got the right idea, Wins. There's some bad achievements. Come on. Classic. Now we'll never have an attempt that good. So I actually am better off telling not loading from save because that spent time in game and time in game means more money. High on Life, this Steam sale? I don't know if I've heard of it. Let's see. High on Life. That's like a single player. Is this like it kind of gives me like a Splatoon aesthetic, but it doesn't really have paint. It's like cartoony shooter. Cartoony FPS. I've not heard of that game before. Why do you want to pick that one up? Is it really good? Or was it one of the games that was suggested for you? Oh, it's the Rick and Morty game. Yeah, you got payouts now. Well, now we know what we can do to delay story. We can do this. He killed his computer. Damn. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour killed my computer. Back in like Discord Wars 2. My graphics card got fried. Got canceled, prices coming down, Pog. Oh, come on. So, the... Oh, that's how you bring out the thing. Put it away, put it away. How do I put it away? Well, we figured out how to pull out our weapons, guys. Now the guy's not going to be there. Oh, it was a long time ago. I got a good PC now, but that's the only time. Like just all of a sudden, my PC was making like weird noises, and then you like really restart it, and Windows is like, well, we're in failsafe mode, and like only one monitor works. The graphics card just fried itself. They do that. I've not had one fry in a while though. Do I want to know what happened to this Justin guy? 3 days after it was released. Keeping up for you to justify. I don't have a specs command. Shoot, like AMD like six. Is it 8? I think it's 8 core, 8 core processor. Can I just maybe I can just go to like my system? Let's see, system information. And this doesn't even tell you your stuff. All right, AMD Ryzen 7. Yeah, can I just copy this? Got that. This motherboard. Yeah, where is my GPU? Not on this. I was so long that I bought it. Conflicts. Loaded on conflicts. Components. Here we go. Play. Multi. I know if I go to like the NVIDIA control panel, it'll tell me. But like, come on, Windows. Why does this not have? Why does this not have it in here? Why? Ah, here you go. Is it still good? Super. It's so good it's super. Like Wonder. I don't know. I got that a while ago. A lot better than yours. Okay. I got that a while ago. I'm not really one of those people who like, oh man, like Nvidia. It's been a year and Nvidia's got the new overpriced graphics cards thanks to all of the crypto farmers. Oi.
バカ。いや、
Better be ready for the next crash.
出せ。
Yeah.
何なんだ。
Ouch. Ooh, he's gonna kick me. He's gonna kill me. I don't know. It doesn't feel that good. The GTX 1660. The graphics like naming conventions are just like so bad. Like it's usually number is bigger, but not always. I have like no idea. Like the first graphics card I owned was a GTX 550 Ti. The first one ever. That's like your entry. Like I want to kind of try a graphics card to play video games. I had that for a while. And then I upgraded from that to I upgraded before the current one I have. I upgraded to I forget what it was though. It might have been the first like 10, like it may have been like the first 10 something. But yeah, that one eventually got fried. It's useless these days. 960. No, that's the problem is I can't. It's the first number of the first two are the series. That just tells you how good it is. I can't not get hit. That's my problem. Is he at least low? I'd like to pick up the bike. At a point where advanced PC hardware doesn't really matter for games anymore. No, my weapon is gone. Like if this style requires like being good, then that's not gonna work for me. Like what worked for me was I know Majima's bat would just stun him. That's where I got most of my money. As Majima. They need so much CPU. Could intentionally tax CPU with a bunch of NPCs. What happened to my weapon? Oh, its durability is gone. Adorable. This guy just cheats. Like, how about where's my God style where you just press a button and you just super armor and knock somebody down and then you just foot stomp it like that. That's what I need. I need that, but Kiryu does it onto him. Sleep dart his ass. Wrong game. Well, it's been a while since I played Overwatch. But yeah, I remember Ana. That was like when you want to play healer, but you still want to shoot. Like, sure, I'll play healer and maybe still shoot. Which was nice. I could be convinced to play, but that's never good. And people, we've sort of all just moved on and playing different games. Yep, load and save. I'll do that when I have everything unlocked, I guess. You can look at the female heroes. What, like there's a free view mode? Alright, here's how you can sell me to come back. What's the status of D.Va's new skins? Like tell me, give me a name of a D.Va skin. One D.Va skin that's new-ish. And I will look it up and we'll see if anything is gonna do it for me, it's gonna be that. Wave Racer. Alright, I'll look it up after this fight. Sigh group meeting. Yeah, Wave Race 64 is good. Alright. D.Va Wave Racer. Where I need to see more. This one image isn't going to be descriptive enough for me. Wave Racer. There's already cosplay of it. Okay, I saw one image. I need to see more. It looks promising though. Where's like the official one? Sorry, from 2008. Skin came out in 2018. Forever ago. Have I really not played the game for that long? Because I've never seen this skin before. It looks good, but how is Google this bad at showing me good images of it? This was a Prime Gaming reward? Oh no. Hopefully I didn't miss out. I wish she I wish she like the glasses are like a little bit too much. I don't know. I wish there were just a couple things about it that are different. And I also wish that I could see a better image of it, but Google sucks. Still relevant on the image department. Nobody cares about it. Even Google is like, yeah, we know. We know you're done seeing this stuff. Okay, who brought a gun? of the best games Microsoft has to offer. I enjoyed playing Overwatch. Like one of the things that felt bad was I played it when the beta for Overwatch 2 came out, and I don't know. The game was better when you could just be less tryhard with it, because I was never good at it. But now it's like, yeah, you got to do the meta comp. You got to do the meta comp. Like roll cues roll cues just make it worse funny. Obviously, roll cues makes like a more competitive game because you force everybody into the right comp. But for scrubs like me, like I don't care if my team's rolling a bunch of idiots. Like I expect to lose most of my games. Lock in the Winston. Can't go wrong with Monkey. Q-Tank can play Grover. Grover's my favorite. Siege. Yeah, it's from Paladins. Paladins was really fun until, like, the thing that was fun about Paladins is imagine a game where healing is really strong. So, like, you felt good playing a healer because you felt like you were doing stuff. And then they just decided, okay, healing is going to be trash now. And, like, then the game sucked. Like, you set yourself apart by making healers feel like fun characters to play, and then you nerf healers, and you're like, well, I'd rather play every other game that's like this then. Team complains about no tanks. Pick more healers. That was good. Insanely broken in Overwatch for months. Really? So the only one I still have to level up is Media King. Everywhere else is maxed out. The only role the devs play is support. DPS sucks. You get forced to play Bastion and Mei. Ooh. That's right. They got rid of that defense class. There used to be 4 like hero classes in Overwatch. So they used to have an offensive and a defensive class. Now there's just like generic DPS and then support and tank. They have. Has anybody heard of that Gundam hero shooter? It's like called Gundam Legends or something. That game announced that was like backed by a big company too. Yeah, you've seen the Gundam game? It's already dead. Out for less than a year, and the devs put out the announcement. It's like, yeah, the game, we're shutting down the servers in like 6 months or whatever. That was good. They had a lot of promotion for that game too. That's just crazy for me, though. I mean, maybe that just speaks to the landscape now, because like hero shooters are like really in, and now like one of the OG hero shooters, which is Overwatch, is like just like yesterday's news. I mean, obviously it has like Blizzard, and people feel strongly about Blizzard. But I don't. I'm like, regardless of what you feel about Blizzard, I just think like Overwatch hasn't done anything. Hasn't done anything like substantial. It didn't need to be a game too. All that did was just split the player base. I'm at like, does anybody even play Overwatch 1? Can you play Overwatch 1? I don't know. Like Overwatch 2 feels like Wii U, where you're just like, why? It's got like Wii U marketing. Like nobody knows exactly what it is, and all you hear is bad things about it. Overwatch 1 is just gone forever. Okay. More dev time than release time. Yeah, online only. It's tough. It's tough that to make something that sticks. Tough. The Xbox One physical discs. Silent Hill demo on them. I had downloaded Gundam to like try at some point. I tried to maybe rally the gamers to give it a shot. I understand not wanting to play it though, because like, it does not seem to do anything special. I'm gonna get more healthier. How big is this bar gonna get? Wait, it didn't get any bigger. Am I just gonna take less damage now? Getting ever so slightly bigger. Look at all this stuff. I was gonna try it because like even Hololive was sponsored to play that Gundam game. But like I never did, and then before I knew it, it was already scheduled for to be the servers to shut down. Crazy. Like where did that player base go? Like the kind of the people who used to grind like the Overwatch games. Like what are the hero? Is Hero Shooter just dead? Are people just like, yeah, we're sick of these kind of games? Or is there like a game that stole? Is there like a game in that genre that just is the one that people play? Like, is there a League of Legends of hero shooters? There's some ongoing RS drama happening. Give me a bit to write it down. Ruh-roh. Is it guild related or is it Jagex related? What's the scope of the drama? I mean, if there's no games to play, doesn't it mean it's dead? Oh, if it's the favor thing, I already read it. If it's the favor thing, you can save yourself typing it because I already read it. Oh, okay. TF2 got a big update. That's interesting. Yeah. Pretty old game. What else is there to play? Alright, you got this, Tapioca, unlike me. Did you romance Coco? Did you do anything with Coco? I mean, Kason. Rumor is that Jagex is looking to sell RuneScape, so they're pushing a bunch of updates to pump up the numbers and make it more valuable at the time of selling. Well, that's an interesting rumor, but does it have any basis? Did you befriend any Jab girls, Tapioca? Oh wow, I get double teamed right now. Hey, my VTuber rumors do have basis in my head and in my heart. What? I presented the I presented facts. For Rodden's thing, I presented facts, and then I gave you speculation and very clearly labeled what part was speculative. Sure, but she didn't participate in Minecraft. That sucks. Last minute, just abandons her kohais, and then a VOD goes missing, and today you've got Regloss. You've got Regloss having to participate for her because she's on a last minute health break. Milking out money. Milking out of money the RS3 players. Rip. So that's why they nerfed polling. So if they sell it, does that mean the SG4Es of the world who are like, all Jagex does is ruin the game, does that mean we get vindicated? Because all they wanted to do was pump and dump? Do I get vindicated for having that opinion if they sell? My nose is itchy. I have like some kind of condition where whenever you're doing something stressful in a video game, I always get an itchy nose. Alright, now I can scratch it. Would SG care if you... Yes, it would hurt me. Nah. Because, well, what that means is they're just doing a bunch of short-term things that ruin the game on the long term. They're just looking for short-term boosts. That they're looking to appeal to they're looking to appeal to people to get in the game to bump their numbers instead of keeping people in the game. The devs are wholesome people. Think you're reaping the long term of the bond economy without scam arena gambling and inflation? Think you're reaping the long term of the bond economy. What do you mean? I don't actually know what the scam arena is about. I think removing the favor system from Corrin is a huge omega lol. You know what I also think? I think everybody should just start with at level 50 everything, because it's not a grind. It's not meant to be a grindy game. It's not meant to be a grindy game where you progress. I think you should just have everything. I think you should show up on Corrin, and I think you should have access to all the factions. And I think just when you set foot in Corrin, they should just give you a huge like rune crafting boost. Like they should just bump you up to like 75 rune crafting so you can start crafting blood runes. Because it's like, why gate people out of doing content by meaningless grinds like leveling up rune craft? Like that's my take. I think everybody should just get a huge amount of passive XP. I think everybody I think everybody should just get a bunch of XP like all the time, whether you play or not. Because like if you're not playing, that's only an opportunity to play more. Like if you're not playing, you would probably play more if you could do stuff. So it's XP that's holding you back from doing stuff. So just give everybody a massive amount of XP. Oh wait, they actually did that. It's called buff all quest rewards. Whoops. They already stole my idea. All right, we'll try to like actually do what it wants. We'll try like spamming block or something. To know if SG is serious, consider the case Jagex push for the change. Then you know what he'd say and his real opinion. What? I think when you go into Corrin, you should just get like 90. I think they should just bump you up to 93 Slayer, so that way you can do Hydra. Because like they're just gating the fun content behind a really stupid grind of leveling up Slayer. So when you get to Corrin, it should just put your Slayer level up to 93, so you can start doing Hydra. Yeah, it should put you up to 95 then. I might have taken guard down. Let me try never taking my finger off of guard. Yeah, just like when you show up in Corrin, there's an NPC right there that says, "Hey, here's a lamp," and then you open the lamp and it just gives you 7 million Slayer XP. I think that's what needs to be done for the health of the game. Alright, maybe I have to spam dodge. Maybe I don't have to spam dodge. I have to dodge strategically. Strategically. With much strategery. Yeah, what is the advice this guy gives? I guess you do have to evade, but like, is it gonna be when he yells? Maybe. Let's try and press guard with the right time. I pressed it as soon as you move the sword. Did Kiryu do shit? No. No, he did not. Not a chance. I need Din's Borwark here, or whatever it's called. That's what I need for this fight. I need Garguda to come back. Guda, come back. I promise I'll keep subbing you. Imagine still being a chumbud. But like an actual simping paying $5 a month chumbud for no content. What? You saw that, right? He was in the dodge animation. What? I was in the dodge animation. Yeah, she probably still has a lot. Like that's what? That's YouTube and cover making $2,500 per month doing nothing. That's how they get you though. It's the fear of missing out. Like you wouldn't unmember your Oshi, right? Like she's just going through a tough time. Like you're gonna leave her. You're gonna leave her when she needs you most. That's the kind of fan you are. You're gonna leave your Oshi when it's in her. Like she's been there. Think of all the time she's been there for you. When you've been having a bad day, you come on. It's 9 p.m. and you're like, oh, look, Garguda is playing. The cute shark girl is playing the game, the video game on YouTube, and it's making me so happy. Think of all those times that she's been there for you. FOMO mornings. All those times she's been there for you. And just because she has a lot going on right now and she's busy and she's going through stuff, you're going to leave her behind? Wow. I guess that speaks to the kind of person you are. It's like in literature, the faithful will be rewarded with a glorious comeback. That's, yeah. It's the book of Revelation right now. It's been prophesized. The Garguda second coming. The Garguda second coming will happen in the future. And the simps who lost sight of the way will be cast aside in the rapture. Only the second coming, yeah. The good simps will be shown the way to paradise with Garguda, and the ones who strayed from the path, nothing awaits them but eternal suffering. Kind of like pottery, isn't it? The second Kuming. But yeah, like I kind of said it in a joking way, but that's unironically probably. And it kind of sucks. Like I get it. You don't want the streak to expire. Like if you're still drinking the Chumbud Kool-Aid, yeah, like you don't want to leave your Oshi behind, but damn, like at some point the writing is on the wall, is it not? You want to be that guy like all of the Hachima simps. They're like, I never let. They're sending like the Akasupas on her like her like the hukatsu, however you're supposed to say that, like the re-debut. It's not a re-debut, but resuming activities. All the Akasupas coming in like, I stayed membered the whole time. I couldn't wait for Hachima to be back. Welcome back, Hachima. You don't want to be like one of those guys who like restarts their member streak at 1 the day she comes back because you didn't believe. You didn't believe. They're part of the problem if you stop streaming. Yeah, problem. Like, maybe actually yes. What you gonna do? Work at McDonald's? Ah, that would be cute. I would die if I went up to the speaker at McDonald's and it was like, how does she even start her streams anymore? I forget, it's been so long. But whatever her opening for the stream is, if she said that, can I take your order? Would you like fries with that, Chumbud? Yes, I would. Like, at least like Ayame will come back and she'll like, you know, maybe she won't stream, but she'll do the 1 a month like members only stream. So at least you're getting a few drips from the faucet to quench your thirst if you're an Ayame simp. But like Gouda can't even, like, she doesn't even tweet. If like, unless management is like, hey Gouda, we need you to promote the new Gurito merchandise. In a super chat reading. Even that's better than not streaming at all. El Gurito. El Gurito. Guraculito. Gurito. Yo soy el Gurito. It's like, do you ever like unsubscribe from a mailing list or something like online, and they give you like the scummy like, oh, we're sad to see you go, like frowny face, for like, are you sure? Like, you ever like unsubscribe from anything and it tries to like guilt trip you? Like, no, I don't want your crappy emails. That's what they need. HoloLive needs that. YouTube needs it. Like, I think if you unmember on YouTube, it just says we're sorry to see you go. It doesn't actually do the scummy thing. But you need, like, before you click the unmember button on the Gargouda stream, this would actually, like, note, if this was possible, like, there would be there would be a lot of retention if there was a way on YouTube, like, when they click the unsubscribe button, there's a confirmation dialog that comes up, and you can put a custom message or a custom, like, video embedded. That would be very strong. That would be extremely strong. You would not get there are some HoloLive members who would have 100% simp retention if you could do that. That would be way too strong. Thank goodness they don't have that ability. I've seen people post. So if you hang out in degenerate VTuber forums, you will find people who say, this VTuber did this, that's it for me, guys, and you like flex by posting your unmember message. Like that's a flex for a lot of people. Or Twitter too, probably. You gotta be like, Oh, so and so did this. That's it. I'm gone. I've moved on. Unmember. So yeah, I've seen screenshots of it. It's pretty generic. You just get you get like the profile pic, and then it just says, "We're sorry to see you leave." Generic YouTube message. That's it, guys. I'm out. Yeah, you'd have 100% simp retention if you could do the custom video. It'd be so strong. I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe Gouda has a way, and that's the only way she's kept the simps. I still remember Koyori, and I remember Fuamoko. That's it. I'm not looking up. I'm not looking to pick up any more memberships. I pressed it. Needed to press it sooner. There's also a page. There's a page in YouTube where you can see all of your previous memberships, and it even says like unmembered on this date. So you can also just use that. You can be like, you flex by saying, yeah, this was the day she collabed with a male. Unsubscribed. I need to unsub to member. Sorry, I ate your pie rip. This game needs pay another 10 mil and retry button. This Lami's unsub message, I can only imagine. Lami, if she could leave an unmember message, that would be, I think that would be the strongest. I think this, if like tier list, which Holo Live member leaves the strongest unmember message? Lami is S tier. Like she would have 100. She would have 100% simp retention too. Yuki Hana Lami, a Holo Live member who actually has like her live 3D gives her the ability to cry. I've seen some Lami clips, man. Yeah, Nene will just call you out live. That was a good clip. Sorry, Nene. This is my last super chat. I'm gonna have to unmember it for a while, but you're coming back, right? That was good. See, Nene doesn't even need it. I mean, do I need to keep holding the button? Am I taking my button off the finger too high? I guess I can check. I can check the. That's a good call. Because I was definitely dodging, and the sword did not care. The katana did not care. Nene doesn't need the ability to embed the custom unmember message. She can just do it live on stream. Pretty base. No, I didn't hear that. I guess that happened in the. It looked like she was doing like desktop capture in the. It looked like she was doing desktop capture in the RPG Maker stream. Was it the? Was it the Marv? Ah, rip. Maybe that's why I didn't hear it. I need some spicy. I need the secret messages. The Choco like line leak, but her contacts are all just cats. Blue Bold. Stay calm and evade attacks at the start of a battle to boost your heat gauge when enemy attacks. Like maybe I'm supposed to use that? I can't use that. Stunned enemy. See, that's just quick step. I think I need like dodge. I'll try buying this. This is a premeditated leak. All right. Why is it only 13? Oh, is this a clip? Why is it only 13 seconds in? Ah, it's a clip. All right, I'll check legend. Damn, look at this. Dolly. Creative Cloud files. PNGs, Photoshops, assets, editing, covers, planning, streaming, animations. Yeah, you're right. I mean, she knows, like, she knows this window's going to come up, right? You're right. I agree with you, Mo. That was calculated. Also, she seems professional. Shiori. I wouldn't put it past her to have like a separate streaming PC. The work planning animations. Where's the offline archiving missions folder? Only thing you see is her username is Dolly. Okay. That is an interesting facet. Ultra attack boost. Nah, it's all attack. There's no dodge. Beat action. The first AI VTuber, right? Nope, I'm just meant to game here. Kiryu-chan yatteru? I thought I'd have to do story, but fortunately this guy's got me covered. Yeah, I might have to hold it longer. For the VOD watchers. I think it's you just gotta dodge at the right time. That's the advice that your coach gives you here. Yeah, I've never been fully convinced that Neurosama is really AI. I think she's probably partially like Chat GPT, but I think her controller filters or like can feed stuff into her to say funny stuff when needed. SG40, where's your evidence? Well, I have none. Take that. Surpass your main on Slayer? That's really cringe. Who knew all this time Yumo was meant to be an iron? All that stuff you said about irons, Yumo, and now you're one? I'm shaking my head. An actual cuck. You're watching all of us get... You're watching me get all the good items at the general exchange while you can just sit there and pretend. Pretend it's you. Alright, so like why didn't that work, Tapioca? Like you saw I was definitely holding it down. Alright, let's try spam dodge. I doubt that's gonna work, but I haven't done it. Like I'm 100% in dodge there. Did I dodge too early? Like did the dodge frames only like right at the start? theoretically, if I spam dodge, it's just like if I spam dodge, just becomes a low level run where you don't have to have any skill. You just have to get lucky that all of his attacks are going to come while the dodge is up. Like, we're just going to go into Boomer X-War now. Maybe I need to watch a Jav. Maybe that would improve my dodge. Well, that was a good idea. Only way out to complete. Yumo's like, he starts, like, start of 30 for 30. Yumo's like, yeah, it's a good list, but it's, I feel like it's a list that only gamers like me could truly appreciate. It's going to be bad for everybody who needs to, like, learn these games. And then he's like, oh yeah, like, and then now he's playing Dark Souls too. But he's going to do 30 for 30. But now he's saying that it's like the road to completing 30 for 30 is just is minimizing the amount of games. The argument about how only I could like it wasn't a game. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, I don't think the games list this year is made for gamers, like hardcore sweaty gamers at all, and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. We all like eating ass. It brings us together universally. Much sweatier? Really? Really? Here's my thoughts on this list. See, and this is it. What Yumo says right now is this is my thought exactly. It's twice as long as last year. Yumo has kept saying that this list is longer than previous years, and I keep denying it. And I got to thinking about it. The last time. I think it was right after the DKC2 race where he kept reiterating that point. I'm like, why does Yumo constantly see this list as longer than previous years when it's not? And I finally understand. And this might also apply to Tapioca. I'm looking at the submissions so far. And the thing that's surprising to me is that for most games, everybody's VOD is very close in length. And I think, and I realized that this year is actually a nerf. The games list this year is a nerf to gamers. And that's why gamers think it's longer this year. The reality is it doesn't matter so much how good at video games you are. The games list this year is really approachable. And the games are also not particularly breakable by just being good. So I think like you look at last year and you look at games like Super Monkey Ball and Sunshine, and there are some others too, I'm sure, but those are the ones that jump out at me right now as I'm thinking about this. Those are both games that gamers are going to finish really quickly. Well, not really quickly, but like you guys are going to beat that pretty quickly. But people who aren't, those games are going to be newer to them, or they don't really evaluate themselves as particularly like really good at like getting through games quickly. Monkey Ball and Sunshine are going to take them a long time. And so I think when you look at the games list from that perspective, which is what I kind of try to do, I saw last year's having a lot of good games. Potentially, some of those games are going to be long. And this year, it still has good games. The games aren't quite as well known or that quite like fan favorites like Sunshine or Monkey Ball. They're still good games, but it really doesn't matter how good at games you are. You're gonna finish all those games around at the same time. Like obviously, like you're like, oh yeah, of course. That's why you put games like Mario is Missing. You're like, yeah, sure, Mario is Missing is gonna take everybody's amount of time, but whatever. Put that one aside. Stuff like Bubsy is really surprising to me. All the Bubsy VODs I've seen so far, now granted there's not a lot yet. A lot of people are still leaving Bubsy off. But the Bubsy VODs I've seen so far, are around the same amount of time. And even factoring in like Shoehorse, I don't think Shoehorse has submitted his yet, but I think Shoehorse died on like his first attempt and then got on the second attempt. And that's what I expect most people to do. I expect most people to like game over on their first Bubsy attempt, but not really get that far, and then be like, okay, I'll just get more lives and I'll be more careful. I think most people will beat it on the second try. Maybe some people will take the third. But most people are finishing Bubsy, even including like that death, the game over at your first go, in like 2 or 3 hours. Um, like regardless of how good at platformers you are. Like everybody who's submitted Bubsy so far, like the run to beat the game, it's taken them like an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours and potentially up to another hour on a failed attempt. It's like Shoehorse maybe like 3 hours. I forget. Like he hasn't. I don't think Shoehorse has submitted any of his stuff yet. But I watched. I thought I watched. Wait, is Shoehorse on the list? Am I just? Let me see. I have a weird deja vu. I thought. I thought. I thought I reviewed Shoehorse's VOD for the 30 for 30 submissions, but maybe he hasn't. He doesn't look like he's submitted yet, so maybe I confused it with someone else. It was Pop Tart Cat. There's no way to delete yourself on the site, at least manually. Did Shoehorse not submit any of his stuff yet, or did he accidentally, like, did something get borked in the database and he's just not on there anymore? He's definitely done it. I definitely watched him do it, but I don't know if he submitted any of his stuff yet. Just fine. But I have a weird memory of actually watching his submission, but it might have been somebody else. It might have been Pop Tart Cats, actually. But yeah, we've had me, Theo, Flant, Vandal, Rio. Oh no, wrong one. Me, Theo, Pop Tart Cat, Piper, and Shoehorse, who hasn't submitted yet, all finish around the same time. And Bubsy. Yeah, he might not have just submitted it yet. Yeah, so like Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories or Dark Duel Stories is going to take about everybody the same amount of time. Everybody's small Ame playthrough is like less than an hour, no matter how good you are. Like, okay, like Yimo decided to do the long, he decided to go for all stages, but I suppose SMRPG, if like you want to take, if it's your first time playing it, you might just like go slow and read all the dialogue. But like F-Zero is another good example. F-Zero, everybody's F-Zero is like, I think everybody except the F-Zero 99 gamers um, died either in White Land 2 because they miss like almost everybody misses that jump, the final jump in White Land 2, or Firefield, or both. Died enough times in either of those stages where they had to start over from the start. I think maybe one person game overed twice on Firefield, but I don't think anybody took more than 3 times to get through um, a Grand Prix, and I don't think anybody game overed in Night League. So I think just going back to how we got started on this, the majority of games take everybody about the same amount of time. So I think this game list like nerfs gamers who are like expecting like, yeah, I like 30 for 30 used to be slower because I'm good at games and I was able to beat them faster. But these games don't lend themselves to that kind of like skill equals speed sort of situation. Like everybody's kind of on an even playing field in terms of hours invested in this 30 for 30. And I think that's cool. That wasn't really an intention. But yeah, I think that's what finally made sense to me. That yes, some people are saying it's this 30 for 30 has the longest games, but I think it just has I think it has the most games that you just can't breeze through if you're good at them. Yeah, a lot of people did tap here. A lot of people game over in King without a guide. But it's meant to follow a guide. SMRPG, you don't have to follow a guide. SMRPG is like, just play it casually. Uh, if you wanted to do one thing, then you just farm XP with the star, like, or you don't even have to do that because honestly, you just get XP while you just read random fights. You're getting now big disparity in playtime in the coming games. Which one? You mean the elite ones? The elite ones are, I don't know, they're a different beast. But I think the core group of 9 normal games, the majority are definitely going to take most people about the same amount of time. And I think maybe just SMRPG, but let me check Rio's submission real quick. Like how long did Rio take to beat this game? That's 6? It took him 6 hours from the beginning to the end. How long did it take us? I think I maybe beat it in like 4 or 5. Like I was not significantly faster. And I don't know. I think Rio didn't quite. His title at least made it sound like it's not like his favorite kind of game, like a Mario 2D platformer. So even someone who was like really looking forward to playing the game, like me, versus Rio, who maybe wasn't enjoying it as much or felt like he'd struggle more, it was still only an hour difference. So yeah, I think this games list does a good job of equal time investment across a lot of games. Were we really sub 4? Me even? Even SG4E? Maybe I was. Yeah, I've got to get people off of this. Everybody, SG4E is not the vote. Everybody get off SG4E. Oh, are you 99? Yo, grats, Theo. Though Matrix. Everybody, all managers need to shift. All right, you don't need to shift. All right, so this is going to get the Gambling King is going to be a big downgrade on the first turn, but whatever. Max combat only missing prayer. Well, that's impressive. Big congrats. Kasekuze. I guess you're better than nothing. Tracks you with GPS. Thought you were in the wrong place. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what we're gonna do about this. Does anybody have any advice for how I should handle this dodge for? I maybe just run around. Like the closest I ever came was running around, but inevitably the running around doesn't work. The dodging doesn't seem to work. And equipment. Increases my heat. I can go to the weapon shop and see if there's anything I can buy that'll help dodge. So far, you only have playthroughs of mostly golf, F-Zero, Math Storm, Small Ame at all similar length. Bubsy is missing for a lot of gamers, so we'll see if that 2 to 3 hours that everybody else is doing holds out. I expect Forbidden Memories to take most people the same amount. But yeah, we'll see with Bubsy and SMRPG then, right? But even then, if 7 of the 9 games are all very similar to time investments for a lot of people, regardless of like how sweaty they game, I think that's kind of cool. Again, that wasn't the intention. It's not like that's always how it's going to be. But I think that's a cool thing that might have happened with this year's games list. Theo did it guideless. Show me what you got. Show me what you're working with. I'm gonna buy this only so I get the CP. Same length. Length alone isn't what separates an elite game from a regular game. It's also the reason why I didn't want to do, if I was gonna change the thing to be if I was gonna change the goal for like I just use the English FF2 for Final Fantasy, it had to be all bosses, because otherwise it's like, well, if it's not all bosses, like it's just a longer game, but it doesn't really set itself apart from a regular game. Yeah, like maybe Yimo does, but I don't really think the majority of people will. Because Yimo's background is he's played a lot of FF4, but hardly any SMRPG. So yes, for Yimo it makes sense that SMRPG might be the harder game. But I think for gamers that have the same amount of experience in both games, which may well be like haven't played either of them before, SMRPG is a much easier game than FF4. I don't know, maybe that would work? Not really anything good here, is there? I am gonna sell this piece of crap, though. I have some crap to get rid of. I could just sell this thing back. I'm never using it. Oh, this is Trouble Finder. This is different than what I've had before. Oh, that's actually good. I thought in this game apparently you can just buy the knuckles. I'm not going to sell them though. I thought that was another item that I had previously gotten like all the time. There's a very similar sprite. That just increases your encounter rate, and I'm like, well, why would I ever bother with that? But that is a side story locator. Oh, main story moves ever so slightly deeper into the distance. Bum 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 ba na 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 na. Bow bow. List is long to I must play these games that aren't of a terrible length unless I follow guide. Didn't you just say that only DDS is long without a guide? Did we not just establish that? I think that's the only one that using a guide takes a long amount of time. I don't know if anybody does though. The game is pretty linear. Like if you're gonna take a lot of encounter, you're gonna take it chill. Yeah, I guess it'll be longer. But what? SMRPG and DDS and all the other games you don't use the guide for, right? That's only 2 games. Yeah, he did. He did. And then he for some reason he read it though. He read it before our race about the XP grind. Conveniently read it but when it mattered. I think at the end of the day, probably the length of like when Yemo completes 30 for 30, I think like the length of his VODs combined are probably going to be like the length of somebody, like several gamers from last year's 30 for 30. It makes sense. Like it's just like yeah, it seems long. These games seem long if you're used to just always being good at the games list. But now finally everybody gets to experience the grind that is 30 for 30. I mean, 30 for 30 is supposed to take a whole month. It's not meant to be 10 short games. Let's remember the original 30 for 30. Let's not forget the original 30 for 30 was 30 games in 30 days. You want that, ruffians? Would you prefer if we played 30 games in 30 days? Would you like that better, ruffians? Is this good for you? Let me get close to your face. Let me get close to your playthrough time. Let me get close to your playthrough time. Is this good for you? We'll be playing games and potential games. Now, some of these might be longer than others. And that's because I want you to study characters. I don't want you to just skip to the end. I want you to enjoy these games. Yeah, I figured. I figured as soon as Yemo booted up. It's like what? It's a third into the month, and let's see. A third into the month, and Yemo has completed 4 of the 10 games. Mm-hmm. Ruffian. 30 for 30 was nerfed. I like 30 games in 30 days is a lot. It's okay. 40 for 40 will be 40 games in 40 days. Yeah, that's fair. Yemo sat down, he looked at the late games list, and all the way to the right all the way to the right. All the way to the right was Lemmings for the disk operating system for the disk operating system family of operating. And he shivered. He shivered in his chair. He said, "Too scary. It's too scary." He just looked away. The Halloween was last month. Miss me with that shit, man. There needs to be a reverse. Man, that emote, if there was a what was it, 7TV app? If there was a 7TV app there was a 7TV app like modification that lets you play the animated emote in reverse, I would be perfect for Lemmings Arrive. I'm surprised they don't have that one. Maybe that's pay to win. Aren't some of them pay to win? Lemmings. Nope. Well, I can't even. It doesn't. If that might be it. Like, what is that one? They don't have faster servers. I can't tell. Is that actually no? Like, what is that mod? Let me hover over. I can't actually tell what that modification is by looking at it. Just says rotate. It looks like a circle, but it's not playing it backwards. What is that supposed to do? I don't see any difference. Yeah, that. My Twitch chat, it just says L exclamation mark. It doesn't like define, like this will play the emote in reverse or this will rotate it. They're just broken. Okay. Why doesn't it like by default? Like by default, I'm always going to be in God mode. Like, come on. So I think gaming, at least for me today, not looking too good, gamers. Today is an FWM day. Those are always iffy. But BA's today anyways. That's fine. Tomorrow though, Saturday is gaming for sure. Play some PUBG. Today is an FWM day and a Barbarian Assault day. It works out. That's a $500 million right there. Just in that one. Just that one. Kind of looks like Yakuza to you. Indeed. Sure. Taka, you are on the job. This guy gets really bad at his job after a certain point. Yeah, you're not good either, but whatever. Good. Very good. Okay, I think Spining just got off the job. Spining's not that good though. He's pretty good. Like, you don't get any boost, but then you get 2 2s. Shouldn't complain. It was just a misunderstanding, ruffians. Rich. I already have half of next year's games list. I just had so many ideas seeing people play games so far in these 10 days. I already have half of next year's list for 30 for 30. 30 for 30, 2024. We're going to play Oh No More Lemmings. We're going to play Duelist of the Roses. It's just going to be this list, but like the sequel of everything. Duelist of the Roses. Oh No More Lemmings. Bubsy 3. Treasure Math Storm. Oh No More Math. The sequel. Small Gouda. El Gurrito. Stay tuned for the hot new fan game coming out next year, El Gurrito. El Gurrito. Is the last guy going to have a gun? There's no way, right? There's no way they'd let the last guy have a gun. El Gurrito. Soy el burrito. Quiero ser el burrito. And if your mom is Garguda, like you probably just have like that's probably like if you're or even if your friend's mom is Garguda, then like you probably go over to their house and they just own all the games. Like you just load up Steam. You're like, hey, you want to play some video games? You're like, sure. I'll get on my mom's Steam. He gets on his mom's Steam and it just has like everything, everything you could possibly ever want to play. What maybe there's accounts like that at Steam. Like maybe if you're like an employee at Steam, you probably have to be one of the higher ranking employees. But what if there's a Steam account that just lets you play everything for free? Maybe some kind of like a quality insurance or like I don't know dev account that needs to make sure that stuff installs right. It's got to have some kind of business reason why it needs all the games, like possibly installable. Like maybe you work like on the database, so like your account needs to be greenlit to like I don't know, be able to download and play any games. You can make sure like the back end is working fine. Install every game except PUBG. Yeah, PUBG's not that bad. PUBG, Captain used to play PUBG with us. It's a good time. You know it's not a good time? This minigame. I mean, Nintendo has one of those too. Nintendo, you can just go on the eShop and download anything for free. Alright, so the turn, I think you want to be as far away from him as possible. Funny enough, if you want to dodge, you don't want to get close to your enemy. Moved on to playing every game you install? No, not like this, Captain. I think I've installed and uninstalled this game, Yakuza 3. Well, not uninstalled. I've installed it 3 times, uninstalled it twice. I think we came close to playing this game 2 times prior to now. And by close, I mean I downloaded it. Whoa, so close. Downloaded and installed. By the way, if we're playing PUBG this weekend, make sure everybody updates because there was a massive update on Steam. There was a massive update on Steam a couple days ago. Like it took like a half hour, and I have like an SSD. It did the thing where it like it's already pretty. It's like I don't know. Maybe like 8 or 10 gigs update, and then it took like forever to patch too. Maybe we need Cocoa to help us to get us focused. Get us focused on the task at hand. I noticed the last time that we watched Cocoa's video, she's got like a little red mark on her butt. I wonder if that's like on sitting. It almost looks like you know, like the exercise ball has tiny little like grooves. I think she might have sat on the exercise ball a little bit too much. Looks like she might have a little like you know, like when you wear a watch too tight and you take it off and there's like it's like, you know, it's like red, like a print, like where the watch was on your wrist. There's like a dent, a temporary dent in your wrist from where the watch was. It looks like Cocoa might have that on her butt. But that scene is so quickly, I wasn't sure. I'm gonna look for it more closely this time though. There's some kind of red marking there. I must get to the bottom of it. Get it? Watch your butt closely next time, guys. Yeah. We'll figure it out. She also has a little freckle on her, like, shin. It's kind of cute. Yeah, like when you've watched Cocoa, when you've watched Cocoa like 29 times or however many times we've watched her, you notice the little subtleties in her videos. I've started to notice the subtleties in Cocoa's jabs. Yeah, well, I need a break from this. So let's go watch. It doesn't make any sense to me, this minigame. I've tried everything. I've tried to do it the intended way. I've tried 2 different unintended ways of doing it. This is the closest I ever got, so I'm just going to keep doing it this way. Yeah, the advice is dodge when he hits, and I've even tried that, and you would think that would work, but then it just doesn't. The intended way is like the way that it wants you to do it. But I guess, yeah, do the mixed approach. Dodge sometimes and then just run around other times. When close to him, dodge. I can never tell when I'm that close to him. Alright, Cocoa. We've gotta figure out the mystery of Cocoa. Cocoa Aisu. And like, what is that? You saw it, right? Right, ruffians? It doesn't look like it doesn't really look like a pressure mark. It looks more like a scratch even. Maybe she sat on something sharp. Something sharp or rock hard, like me. When he cuts the middle to chase you instead of doing a circle. I was told if you play too much of the jab in a row, you get your channel banned. We can watch it again later, though. When it's relevant again for the plot. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. I could try working in some crosses. Because that's like fast movement. Maybe I should be doing that. Good fast movement in the circle. Ah, who am I kidding? Nope. Now, as soon as I try to do something fancy, I think I'm just that same thing is going to happen. So I think you just got to run around in circles. Like with the first time we did it, we came to 10 seconds left, so we just have to do it again and last for 10 more seconds. Oh no, not the herb runs. Yeah, really cool that time. Very interactive. Oh, payout is ready everywhere. See ya. Thursday off, no motivation to work. Friday, I bet, yeah. Was Thursday a holiday or oh, what's this? Is Thursday a holiday or did you just have it off? Oh, okay. Not right now and not right ever. 30 for 30 day. It was Dark Souls 2 days, so there's still a good amount of gaming going on. National 30 for 30 day. Cute. I know Japan has a Japan has like a national like there's something written in like the holidays like they have some kind of law where if if a holiday falls If there's ever a day off of work, and then a day of work, and then a day off of work, like, if there's ever a day of work sandwiched between two holidays, whether it's like the weekend or like a holiday falls on like a Thursday or whatever, the middle day becomes a holiday. That's like part of the law, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good idea. So if this was Japan, Yuma would have today off because it would be Thursday was off and then Saturday is off, so you get the Friday off. Oh, that's awful, Lax. That's awful. uh, yeah, yeah. Man, like even at like college, like where I went to college, like it was supposed to be Thursday off, and then Friday was technically a day of class, and then you had the weekend. But like every professor would just always be like, no, we're not scheduling anything that day. Or they'd schedule it but have it be something dumb that wasn't really required. They'd schedule something like not important on that day if they were like supposed to. Like I don't know if the school ever was like, no, you should really schedule something on this day. They might have tried to push back on that, but then professors still schedule just stupid stuff you could miss that day. The day gets moved. Yeah, like in the U.S. we do. The U.S. doesn't really have outside of Thanksgiving. There's very few holidays that have to be on the day. There's a lot of holidays where they'll just move it to the weekend. Like we have the holiday and then we have the holiday the day observed. So like yeah, the holiday technically falls on a Wednesday, but everybody's going to get the Monday off or the Friday off instead. And then you work on you work on the day of the holiday, but you get like the day off combined with a weekend. Your job is like 40% raised, effectively like 30% after accounting for position seniority. Yeah. X days off, holiday per year, and then they might fill middle days with weekends or not, depending on holiday lands. Yeah, Thanksgiving it's like very few people are gonna want to work that Friday. I mean, it could be worse. You could be working retail. Imagine because every retail job is going to make you work on that Friday, and it's going to be a madhouse. It's going to be a bad day of work. You're going to have to work it, and it's going to be like the worst day of work of the entire year. Yeah, that's fair. Oyaji. That's so stupid what he's able to do. Actually really stupid. It makes me want to start up a Bubsy 1 playthrough to play while we just mash through these cutscenes, get another attempt going. Fire up some side gaming. Research arm, largely treated as a subdivision. Make the auto hotkey that just mashes this part. Not pressing any button but cross. Like get in the fight. We'll be playing a full minute of Bubsy instead. Well, I wasn't expecting him to be that quick on the follow-up. This stage is so bad. Why is this is the worst? Like, okay, bad mini games in the game. Batting is really bad. Darts where the guy just screws you over is pretty bad. But like creating a game that unlocks combat abilities and the goal is to not be combative is just so dumb. Black Demon Task. Demonic Gorillas time. Tonight, later today, Lax, and like I don't know when you guys be like 12 hours from now. What's a good time to BA? I will be there in spirit. Yeah, fair. Post tapioca stream. Oh yeah, G. Yep, gonna be a little bitch. Bum 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 bum. Time to do more of this. Time to do more of the shit. Yeah, Crazy just said today, but not time. Crazy is Pacific Coast too, so like 12 hours from now is like 2 p.m. Pacific time, which might be good for him. We don't know. Well, Elves quest line on Saturday. Are you interested in leagues at all, Lax? Trailblazer League in a week? That interest you? Like you started your account relatively recently, so League my balls, yeah. I like. I would feel weird playing a lot of all the stuff you already did again, so I get that. Yep. I don't know if the not thinking option is going to be available though. I haven't found. Well, I mean, they haven't released all of the stuff yet. But if the non-thinking option is going to be available, it's going to be last minute. Like you'll just have to check when the league starts if there's the non-thinking option. This must be what it feels to play Big Ol' Bass. Like it's just RNG whether you get it or not. Whether I get to complete this mini game is RNG on how he swings the sword. Wish this game let you like I don't know. This game like freezes whenever it's not in focus, and it's one of those games that doesn't let you turn that off. Otherwise, I'd be doing something on the side while I'm mashing all this time. Oh, all right, good attempt. Is there at least a stream? Like, let me get up Holodex, like something to do. I need something to do in between this. Anything. Literally anything. Nope, it's just Valorant. It's just Valorant. Device, but one member of Device is missing. Playing Darktide. Ah, that's pretty good. But it's not Dwan's. Oh, no, Crazy Stream is still up. Ah, there we go. There we go. How did I almost forget about Crazy Stream? All right, now I got something to do. No. Vermintide is Dwan's. Darktide is apparently bad. People who like those games. Yeah, Dwan's is a mod for Vermintide, and apparently Darktide just has a bunch of issues where it sounds like even if you made a mod for it to make it be like sweatier, it would still suck. Like just people tell me because I don't know enough about these games to make my own conclusions, but it's like it's just a huge letdown from what Vermintide, which was the previous game, was. No, it's not it's an opinion that Solo Man has, but like I feel like if you Google like the Darktide reviews, or like okay, here go to the Steam page. Like that's the way you do it. I'm gonna go to the Steam page right now of Vermintide or Darktide, and I bet it'll have like mixed or maybe like low positive, and it'll be a bunch of people. Yeah, it's got 3 stars. All reviews are mixed, And it's going to have people being on here like, yeah, it's a downgrade from the previous one. Yeah, there you go. Recent reviews are very positive. Does that matter when the majority of reviews are very bad? I guess if they added stuff. Better now, don't pre-order. Maybe. Maybe it is. They might also just do scummy things with like DLC. I don't know. Came back now. The best part about when we finally beat this is we get to do another one. Oh yeah, gee. Payouts are ready. I just removed this thing. Like I'm mashing because I come in and I'm mashing. I'm never gonna put that there. So no, nothing from you either. Maybe I should just buy the stand. Let's stop asking me if I buy the stand though. There is that benefit. I guess it gives us something to do when we actually have nothing to spend money on. Speaking of Dwan's is tonight, so I think there's probably not going to be a stream tonight. Very, very low chance of a stream, but probably back on Saturday. Make more Lemmings and Yakuza progress, although I'm not done yet for today. Probably go like another hour or so, maybe hour and a half, we'll see. Dwan's arrive. Everybody go make money. Bow bow. Yeah, what is that? What is that Bomberman? I forgot that I guess is a newer Bomberman, huh? Gimo needs the MICSA hat. He's got the MILF hat. He needs the MICSA. Man, I can't stand Al. Could grow to tolerate Rodin. Just move. Just move Ririka into Holox. Like we can come. She can be the shot show. Like she can be like the financial backing. Like there, we can somehow lure retrofit Ririka into Holox, HoloX. Just give me Ririka. The others can. The others can do whatever they want. Give me the good one. Yeah, yeah. I like. let's put those trade papers through. That's a really good trade. A very good trade. I would be fine. I'm getting baited into this again. I would be fine with it Iris being in the council if it was still called council. I don't like renaming council promise. That's it. That's it. Maybe I didn't make my stance on it clear enough last time, but it's the rename that bugs me. It's not moving her into it. She does look like an indie VTuber with her content. Oh damn it, I took the bait. It's too late, I took the bait. Like to me, renaming Council Promise is like renaming Twitter X. Like, sure, like it's Hololive's project, so like they can, it's their website. They can just rename whatever they want. But like the fans knew them as Council. They saw them debut as Council. They bought merch from them as Council. They've identified themselves as Council on every stream before Promise came out. Like at some point, the Council identity doesn't just belong to cover; it belongs to the fans too. So, just like Twitter, like there's plenty of people who still call Twitter Twitter because like who cares? Who cares that it's called X? Like it's like the word Google. Like if Google renames, it's just are you just all of a sudden going to call stuff like let's Google that? Oh no, let's Meta that. Like, it just sounds stupid. Likewise with X. Like it's been in our vocabulary for so long, it sounds dumb to change it. Kind of what I feel like with Council. Like sure you can rename it, but I've always known it as Council. I'm going to keep calling it Council because it's a stupid reason to rename it. Just put Iris in and keep calling it Council. Tapioca's chat, SG or me. You can't stand long when I bait you. Actually back off quickly mid-sentence. The group formerly known as Council. Tapioca's chat is easy to bait. Man, what was up with that guy who you told to stop backseating and still backseated you for 3 hours? What was up with that guy? Speaking of chats. Yumi's like, yeah, it's a blind playthrough of Dark Souls 2. I'd like to discover mechanics myself, and this guy 100% heard him say that, and continued to backseat for the rest of the stream. And he'll be there next stream too. Probably a directory follower. His backseat just didn't care. This guy was very obsessed with like decks and stuff, wasn't he? He's like, okay, the game doesn't tell you this really well, but let me tell you it. I don't know. The worst kind of backseaters are the ones who 100% backseat but refuse to acknowledge that they're doing it. Like, oh man, it's not a backseat. It's just game mechanics. Like the game doesn't do a good job of explaining it to you, so I'm just gonna fill in. I'm gonna fill in where the game explains it poorly. The breakpoint, sir. Very good. You can't beat the game at level 3. You don't need to understand how it works in that depth. Oyaji. Oyaji. Yeah, I needed to do it to him. Oh, it's a little bit strange to me that Didika has done a lot of Didika yesterday was doing she did a Mario Wonder stream. Well, first her Mario Wonder stream, she really likes punishment streams, which is kind of hot, to be honest. She's been doing a lot of punishment streams where there's some kind of gimmick where she has to punish herself. And she's I guess too many people are playing Mario Wonder, so she needs to differentiate her. Yeah, she is, isn't she? She needs to differentiate herself from, I guess, the rest of the Wonder players. Pacifier stream, hello. but she that's a good quote. 150, a good Mewtwo quote. But she for the start of Mario Wonder, she did I guess I'll concentrate here. Oh, never mind. When she started playing Mario Wonder, she bought some kind of foot thing. It's like, I don't know, it looks like one of those, it's like a, looks like a jelly, kind of like a foot jelly that has like tiny little bumps on it. You're meant to like step on it, and I guess it gives you a foot massage, but she claims that it didn't feel good, so as a punishment for her to use, so like every 3 deaths, she would have to like increase the vibrator for 1%. That would be pretty good. See, Plexstorm could give us that, but Plexstorm is dead now. The ultimate Oshigamon stream. If you go on like Chatterbait, the thing that's really in right now, that is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. What? If you go on Chatterbait, they have like the vibrator that they have inside, and everybody has like a donation incentive. Like there's a way you like simp, and there's a certain value you can simp where you like get to control the vibrator for, I don't know, like a minute or whatever. You go on the vibrators, like the vibrator has Bluetooth inside, and it connects to some external server, and you can like authorize, like you make an account on that, and then the streamer can like authorize, like, okay, this person gets to control the vibrator for like 60 seconds, and you get to go on there, and there's like different like vibration patterns you can set. And if you give a lot of money, the girl will pretend orgasm from it. Obviously, that's the thing. She'll pretend for you, but you at least get the side. You can. That's the closest thing they have to what Theo is talking about. What is in on Chatterbait? What do you mean? Yeah, it's huge. Oh, punishment thing, I must step on weird bumpy things. She even posted a picture. She posted a picture of what the weird bumpy thing does. You go on the website for that vibrator. They bill it like it's a way for long distance relationships to have some intimacy. Nobody uses it like that. And if you go to those cam websites, they all have it in. Like it's just the meta now. The meta is to wear one of those and to like use simp to control it. I don't know what kind of intensities it has. I think it has different patterns. I don't know if it has intensities. It probably does. I don't actually know what you can, what customizability you're given over those 60 seconds, but that is a thing that exists. Yeah, Ririka has been doing a lot of punishment streams, and that was, yeah, the first one was I step on squishy thing, every 3 deaths, and maybe people thought that was stupid, like Tapioca. So she's since changed it. Now she eats Groach stuff. I was really confused last stream too, because she had like a roulette wheel, and she would spin it every 3 times that she died, and one of the things on there was aojiru, which is some weird vegetable. It looks like a vegetable smoothie, but it's like made in Japan, so they probably have like a bunch of like crappy umami vegetables, and like it probably has like seaweed. It's a thing you drink. It's probably got like gross like seaweed. Like seaweed is whatever. Like seaweed maybe not gross, but imagine blending seaweed and a bunch of other like strong tasting vegetables. I don't think it tastes good, but it's like super healthy for you. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you're getting a lot of vegetable vitamins and minerals. So she drank it. Every time she died, she'd have to like drink so many sips of it or whatever, every 3 times, if she landed on that space on the roulette wheel. And she made it sound like it tasted really bad. The other thing was kurozu, which is black vinegar. I couldn't figure out exactly. It's apparently made from rice. I couldn't get a feel for how gross it was. She didn't make it sound like it was as gross as the aojiru. And then the last thing I like, it was a 3 kanji thing. The last thing on the roulette was a 3 kanji thing, and it was only 1 space on the roulette, so I figured it must be really gross. And I looked up the 3 kanji, and it was milk. What was it? Milk. Shoot, I'll have to look it up again. The first character was for milk. Let's see. Why does this not work? Why is my thing all screwed up? Why can I not type? Alright. Hiragana. Why is this not working? No, give me my hiragana back. Test? Alright, there we go. Yeah, this thing. This word was on the wheel. Lad finish. That better be the last Kiryu game or I'm gonna lose it. Uh-oh. A spin-off where you play as Kiryu in Space Accuse, a big a la Berga moment. Yeah, that was the word on there. New Sankine. Lactic acid bacilli. She drank that. Yeah, apparently that's what it is. It's what it really was this. What it really was this. But I was very confused. It's some stuff called Yakult, which is all like apparently they sell it in other places, but I don't know where. It's just milk that they put like they put milk in there, and I think it's got the same like culture that they use to make yogurt. Yeah, it's actually, that one's not a punishment, but it sounds kind of gross when she writes it that way. But that's what it is. It's milk that they like fortify with that bacteria. I think it's the same bacteria that's used for like yogurts or maybe like yeasts. But it sounded really gross. Like lactic. It's the bacteria that takes milk and makes lactic acid, like breaks down lactose. Yeah, the punishment stream we really need is every 3 deaths, I take a sip of milk and I'm lactose intolerant. Let's just say, being a VTuber fan, I've been exposed to all different types of fans and all different types of VTuber degeneracy. I can tell you that stream would have some, if a punishment like that would have some very, very, very happy fans. That's, for some people, that's like the dream, man. The punishment is I have to drink milk and I'm lactose intolerant. And the payoff is you've got to stream. You got to still stream for 4 hours. You can't just drink the milk and end stream. We've got to see the result. Good one, Lax. I finally did it. So your name's Kiryu, huh? Thinking about an anime girl's diarrhea is what will help me concentrate. Mm. He must have his priorities all wrong. It's like that one Japanese song. Shove them, huh? That one is regrettable. That one is going to be really hard to. That one's going to be really hard to explain when it comes up. You learned counter quick step. This lets you evade and switch places with the enemy. What? If the last one is going to be using this, it's bad. It's going to be tough. This is an actual song. Theo, why? Theo Matrix. Really old meme song. And I'm kind of not a big fan of like the punish, like the I think that's kind of like silly, the punishment doing like Mario and then well, it's not silly, it's a little bit too gimmicky for me. I don't know. I kind of don't like Lyrica embracing a bunch of gimmicks kind of. It's kind of something I don't like, because I think if you do too many of them, you kind of get typecast as a streamer. You're like the gimmicky streamer. Like it makes people like think your content is more about gimmicks than it is actual content. But her content is actually good. But I kind of get it. Like you need people to get excited about playing Wonder when everybody is playing Wonder. And when I think about it on the whole, where it's like Lyrica just likes being punished, I really like that part. So, not a big fan of the gimmicks, but taken as a whole, I can accept it. We promise laughs. Lyrica. Lyrica's best regloss girl. It's not even close. Yep, she really likes punishment streams, which is kind of hot, to be honest. TBH.
お前に任せた。ガンガン稼ぐぜ。
Got a bunch of purples after 30 for 30, and now nothing, man. It's dried up. I'm sorry to hear that. Bum, bum, bum. All right, well, now we got to go back and do it one more time. We got to do the final challenge. Fortunately, I'm loaded on channel points. It's going to cost me 100 million for each attempt, which I couldn't imagine just blowing that off. Like 5 streams ago, before we were printing money, I'd be like 100 million. Like I'm going to have to save scum the crap out of that. The final challenge, do not come. You've got Lirika, Koyori, and Fuamoko all in the same room, and you're given that challenge. Good luck. Mere mortals cannot pass that one. Have I heard recently like something specific, or just like has she done stuff? I thought I heard something recently. I looked briefly at one of her streams. I think she's got some kind of event coming up. Like I think it's her birthday or anniversary. I think it's like her 5-year anniversary or something coming up. I've heard the horny thing before. The joining tournaments thing is sad, but she deserves it. Whoops, I didn't say that. You didn't hear it from me. She deserves it. Whoops, for bringing Puyo to an adult Tetris game. Bringing a children's game to an adult, an intellectuals tournament. Hakutan surprised Madi, not horny. Dark Souls 2 at some point after Little Witch no Beta. This is the reward if you all stay awake. I don't know. Were people? Maybe people were. I don't know. It kind of bugs me though. I guess you just got to be honest. But at what point do you just stop caring what haters say? Like, you can't give haters the satisfaction, right? You can't give haters the satisfaction of, oh man, I'm not going to do any of these tournaments because like if I win, people get upset, or if this happens, people are going to get upset. It could just be Hololive wants to be more chill. Like she's not the only one. Like a lot of people didn't enter Minecraft. We'll have to see. I think we'll know more about the status of Hololive tournament arc on New Year's Day. Or around the new year when they do the Mario Kart tournament. Like let's wait and see who shows up for the Mario Kart tournament. And if it's like Minecraft, then we know. We know the competitive era of Hololive doing cool stuff with each other is over. Cries behind the scenes. I don't know. The problem is if you say stuff like that, it's less about don't care about them. It's like if you say stuff like that, like, oh man, like I want to do more things, but I got a lot of like heat for doing it. Like people said a lot of mean things about me for doing it. If you say that, it only empowers the people who are saying mean things about you. They're like, oh, okay, like we know we're having effect on her, so let's make sure we do it more. Even if it affects you, it's almost better to just like not acknowledge it or come up with an excuse, you know? Otherwise, the people who actually want you not to succeed, that just empowers them. Didn't pay out the money. I have 100 million right here. This should cover the entry fee. Heard you went up against a guy wielding a katana. You okay with me using a weapon? It's not as big. Okay, so he's actually going to have a gun. He's actually bringing a gun. Then Corp just releases Rod Andromeda to distract SG. No. Let's get our ass shot. Speaking of ass shot, maybe we need another Cocoa watch if we win to celebrate. Yep. I've got no... Okay, so this is always going to hit me. So I guess I try and dodge. Let's see what advice this guy gives. You know what would be cool? So I learned an ability. I learned an ability where I swap places with him so he would shoot himself. And technically it's not against the rules because I didn't shoot him. I can phase through him and he shoots himself.
Nani?
Bring the game shark. You learn the essence of Relentless Barrage. Exploit a gap in the enemy's defenses to unleash a combo attack. Do I just get the move? Oh, based? Hold up, based? We get to do it again. Well, I wasn't reading. Oh, now we just get it. Now, okay. Okay, finally. Finally, the minigame is good. I can fight. Yeah, thinking about an anime girl's diarrhea helps me concentrate. I don't want to die, so I would have if I thought this was going to happen. I'd have come here with full health. But. It's nice that they're not fighting. They're just watching me take this guy on. I dodged it. All right. Now it's just this guy. I can 1v1 anyone. we got the delayed cutscene there for some reason. I mean, if that counts as well, I could when I'm fully powered up. I should have said I can fight anyone who doesn't cheat. Well, thank goodness we didn't need to use some kind of dumb dodge tech with that gun guy.
Yeah.
I owes you big time, Kiryu-san. We did it! I didn't think I'd ever master all these moves. Koyori was playing Kirby Superstar. She mistakenly looked at last year's 30 for 30 list and not this year's. It was a misunderstanding. So she played Kirby Superstar. And she was having so much fun for Great Cave Offensive. I really wanted to watch her play Great Cave Offensive. She was having so much fun that she 100%ed Great Cave Offensive. I was proud of her. I think we have everything unlocked except Beast and Dragon. All that's unlocked. All that's unlocked. Beast, we have to go to that. Oh no, all of Beast is unlocked too. But we don't have the master moves, whatever the M stand for. Just this one. I'm not sure how that one's unlocked, but I think it might be. There's a shrine redemption that sounds like it might do it. How far are we from that payout? Oh, close. Close. She's joining 30 for 30 when he brings it back? Yeah. Ririka too. She's going to pass it along to Ririka because Ririka is a gamer. So Ririka will join as well. Yeah, but also like it's like Ririka continuing the eating and drinking weird stuff arc. I don't know what she did today, but she made like a bunch of like dishes, like side dishes with some weird garlic. It was called like I don't know, blue garlic or something. I don't exactly know what that was, but yeah, she was eating more weird stuff today. More weird stuff. Kartik phone. Yeah, what I should do is I should go to some place that sells food. I might not have been to the Izakaya one in a while. Did you not like Gartic phone? I don't know. I felt as far as how for collab games, I felt like it was fine. Felt like it was a good collab game. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I think the interactions are fine. Like it's a pretty good payoff, but yeah, that's fair. Takes a long time. Yep, we did play Gartic Phone. It was a good time. I'm going to order the Bakuhai. Bakuhai. Okay, I'm a little bit buzzed now. Grape sour. There's a lot of drinks to drink. So many drinks. Running low on backup. Need more cuties. Arigato. I learned watching Koyori's Kirby Superstar stream that game has guard. I never realized you could guard in Kirby Superstar, and it is so OP. It's so dumb. You just take no damage, and it doesn't even fade. You can just perpetually guard. Your range is so low. No. Yeah, that's a good strat. It also worked really well for the whale. Because the whale, when the whale like just like does the part where it like just comes like swims in front, I think that's kind of hard to dodge if you can even dodge it. But yeah, you just guard through that and it's just over. For the RPG fight, it's just free. Like you guard and you take no damage. It's so dumb. Could use demon dice. I mean, demon bane.
頼んだぜ。ガンガン稼ぐぜ。お前に任せた。ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ。ガンガン稼ぐぜ。
Demon dog. Needs saturated. Yo, nice Scottizo kills. Squoitso. Squoits these nuts. So where did you hear about the rumor, Theo? Was it posted on Reddit? Like how wide a scope is that rumor spreading? Is it still like underground? You got to know people to know that rumor, or is that like being posted on the RuneScape, the OSRS Reddit and stuff? Yeah, is this like privileged information from your uncle at Jagex?
いらっしゃいませ。
Kutana. It's just word on the street. Okay.
ありがとうございました。
Okay.
いらっしゃいませ。
The rumor is lax that words on the street of Kamurocho that Jagex is gonna sell RuneScape. And they're pumping and dumping RuneScape. Gonna be owned by Microsoft. That wouldn't surprise you. I don't know if it's actually gonna be owned by Microsoft, but imagine. Those chicken skewers look good. Don't worry, Jagex will continue to ruin the game, and whoever they sell it to will likewise continue to try and ruin the game. What is Gearbox? What games do they make? What about Tencent? Maybe it's getting sold to Tencent. You guys like Tencent, right? Yeah, kind of.
ありがとうございまし
Oh.
た。
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't actually know what makes these companies bad, but I constantly hear people complain about them. I definitely heard people be like, "Oh man, Risk of Rain is dead just 'cause it got bought out by Gearshaft." All companies, yeah. Well, it's weird. It's weird because they shouldn't want to ruin the product. They should just want to make the product make them more money. Somehow they managed to ruin the product in the process. Are you enjoying it, Solo Man?
いらっしゃいませ。
Short-term investment. Trying to see how drunk I can get.
いい足だ
You like the OG one?
ありがとうございました。
Liked it better than 2? Interesting. Yeah, I've played 2. 2 is my first exposure to the series. Well, easier than 2.
いい足だ
Maybe Tapioca. I like, okay.
ありがとう。
Risk of Rain 2 grew on me. I like, it's not a game I'm going to play all the time, but from when I first played it to when I play it like most recently, I enjoy it a lot more. It just took a lot of learning. The game is very bad for learning. Like, I don't know why the game doesn't tell you what stuff does before you acquire it. Like, it shows you the sprite, but it doesn't give you any way to figure out what stuff does until it's like in your
あり
inventory.
がとうございました。
And then you just have to memorize, like, okay, this is what this is. This is what this is. And it could do a much better job at teaching you what stuff is, because what stuff is what's most important in that game. Like, you got to figure out what stuff is to know how you're going to build your character. So there were some growing pains with that game, but I like it a lot more than what I used to like. I like it a lot more. But granted, I didn't like it at all when I first started playing it. I like it. I actually like it now. Like, it's not a game I'm going to play a lot of, but if someone's like, yeah, let's play some Risk of Rain, I'll play it and have fun.
ありがとう。
Stardew Valley patch 1.6 very soon should be massive. I hope we can get Dwans in for Discord Wars. That would be tough. That would be tough. I'd suggesting that if you're willing to carry a lot of people through Dwans. Like, what would it be? I think Vanilla Vermintide could maybe work. But, like, we know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. But we know what we're doing. Like, I have what? I think I have like 40 to 50 hours in that game. I know a lot more of what I'm doing now than what I used to be doing. Could me and the squad without Solo Man beat the difficulty that we did before? Not Legend, the previous difficulty, or whatever the one was called before. I'm thinking in my head. I'm not sure, like, maybe. But if it's going to be in Discord Wars, it needs to be something that, like, I don't know. I worry it's too hard. Like, yeah, maybe we could do Champion, but, like, what about people who are playing the game for the first time? The reality is, it's just like Risk of Rain. Like, you just need one person to carry. But I wonder if there's a way to incorporate Dwans in Discord Wars that's not Risk of Rain like, where it's not like, yeah, just clear the game. But I'm not sure what it would be. Because the reality is, if it's just clear the game, I think you're going to have the same effect that Risk of Rain 2 had, where you just get JTB to carry you. Yeah, just need teamwork. Yeah, I hope I'm with Yimo. I'll take any Discord wars at this point. Games lists games lists can have some questionable choices. Just give me a Discord wars. Discord wars for Discord wars. Yeah, vanilla VT could work. I've never played vanilla, but it shouldn't be as punishing as Dwan's, right? Like vanilla VT and then well, the other thing about Dwan's is it takes a lot of I don't know. I worry about Dwan's. There's there's a lot of mods you need to have and sometimes it crashes and every so often you get someone like Gris, right? Who like his PC just refuses to play the game and nobody's quite sure why and then like 3 months later we finally figure out why. Like there's problems like that too. The Fogs net play lobby. No way Discord Wars happens until the Pokemon games end, and we know when that ends. Supposedly, Saturday we get the first games. More maps rather than difficulty? Maybe. That could be good. I don't know what's unlocked in the base game, but that could be like clear in vanilla Vermintide, like you get one everybody gets 1 point for every map they clear and with a map and like we'll give like the 5 maps you can clear or whatever. Surely it's ending soon, Copium. I need to wait a little bit longer. Do you think it'll take too long? Completing multiple ones? It's hard for me to judge the difficulty of vanilla Vermintide because I haven't actually ever played it. Yeah, but you'd have it would be like only like 4 or whatever. Because what was Left 4 Dead? Left 4 Dead was like 5 maps total, 4 maps total. It wouldn't be every map in the game. That would be too much. Stick fix seed async played up next. FM Hundo, nah. I don't think Dwan says the equivalent of an FM Hundo. Also, if Discord Wars proves anything, it's that there's no such thing as an unattainable goal. Like people, what was it? Two people beat Christopher Robin in that lovely game. I definitely think vanilla Vermintide could work. I'm just worried about the setup. Like, I really think you should, like, when we're thinking about stuff for Discord Wars, I think games that work best are the ones that you have confidence that gamers will be able to beat, not free. Like, it can take multiple times, but without, like, an excessive amount of frustration and without anybody having played the game before. And I suppose, like with Dwan's, like Solomon says, like if one person on the team knows what they're doing, it helps a lot. But I worry that it just like Discord Wars. I don't know. Discord Wars is meant to have people come out of their shell and interact with people, but I worry that it's still if a challenge for Discord Wars like basically requires to have someone be on your team who knows what they're doing. Like Risk of Rain 2, like I think you could probably beat easy. It was just hard. I don't know. Risk of Rain 2, I don't think was a good inclusion in Discord Wars anyway. So I don't think we should be comparing to that either way. But Dwan's is the real game. Vanilla you can hold and win. Like maybe. I don't know. I wish like if there was like a middle ground between vanilla and Dwans, maybe. I think we need to think about more casuals in Discord Wars. Although granted, like it's not meant that every game you fit. Yeah, I guess that's true. Every game that it's in Discord Wars, it's not everybody has to do it. So I guess that's fair.
ボロ儲けボロ儲け
Like it doesn't have to be an extremely approachable game. I'm just still a little bit worried that Dwans is too hard. Because like the thing about Dwans is if you go in with a team who's not familiar with the game, even on like the champion difficulty, you're having a bad time. You know? Like if the game wasn't so punishing for a group of 4 new players, I think that's my only concern. Yeah, I think that's my concern.
お前に任せた
Is that it's really hard to learn to play if you have nobody on your team with experience. It's like you're just gonna die right away each time. Like you're just like you're just gonna eat like a bunch of overheads and just die. You're gonna get hooked and nobody's gonna know what to do.
ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ
But I think it definitely has a way. I don't know exactly how to fit it into Discord Wars. But it could definitely fit in.
ジャリンジャリン稼ぐぜ
2 categories. Yeah, that's probably that might be good. So Dwans or the vanilla game could be the one that everybody just sort of does. It's not that bad. And if you like you could learn the game. I guess that's probably the way. Like you can play the vanilla game and you can learn it that way, and then you can try Dwans. Like that would be your exposure to the game. I really like. See, I think that sort of summarizes how I feel. I don't think you can have Dwans alone. I think you need like the vanilla game plus Dwans. You know? But I think that might work. What's the Scooby-Doo meme? You take it off, who am I unmasking?
ガンガン稼ぐぜ
Who are the villains? Yeah, and who are the villains? Yeah. I think that's how it works best. You got to have both. Yeah, let's invest in ourselves. Unmask the Pokemon games and Year of Challenge shows up. I don't know if I get it. I don't know if I get it, ruffians. Like, sure, I suppose there's a decent amount of overlap between the Pokemon games and Year of Challenges, but so is Discord Wars. Like, you know? I'm not reading what any of this stuff does. I'm just unlocking stuff because I'm rich. Billion would be good. I'm gonna buy all of the cheaper stuff first. Oh, it's gonna last a year. Yikes. No, I really think it's over now, right? Because Saturday is when the final round starts. Like, the final round is not going to take forever. You guys really think it has... I don't think it has much life left. Like, honestly. It's basically over. We're close to the Discord Wars final, or Pokemon games final breath. I like this combo. This is going to be a hard combo to learn. Square, 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 and then square. Now that is a good question. And you know what? I think it might not. I joked at the start of 30 for 30 that like Pokemon games is still going to be going on when 30 for 30 ends. And I thought I was joking. But I might not have been joking. Leagues 4. Probably. I don't think it can be stretched out quite that long. See, this I have a lot of stuff I need to unlock. Got 1 second. Be right back. 60 seconds. How much is this down here? I mean, it's good. Yeah, is that normal for leagues? Have the past leagues gone on for 8 weeks? Is that normal? Or is this league special? Look at all this stuff I'm unlocking. Oh, crazy. 6 to 8. Is this health down here? Yeah. Well, I would say I'm pretty stacked right now. I got cocks on socks and socks on cocks. Crab rave. Well, here's a legit problem. I kind of only want to stream for like 30 more minutes, and I don't want to start story, but I could totally start story now. So oh, you know what? This people who need help are probably just those people who are getting mugged. So I guess we'll walk around for a bit and find, I don't know, things. We could watch a Jav. You know what? We have not watched Luca yet today. So, it's time. It is time to watch our girl Luca. Luca these gladly. This establishment has taken so much of my money. That might be some. Wait, why is that lit up? Why do we have an exclamation mark there? We have one here too. Oh. See, that looks like story progression, but is it possible that this equip that I have on is causing those? Because that's a lot stronger than I thought it would be. I thought it was just going to try and highlight. What's going to suck if this is somebody getting mugged? Because it could be that, and I don't care. But is there another side? I guess he's drunk, so he doesn't care. Ouch. Yeah, this like this place is like hard to get into. Okay, enter. Let me in. Guns blazing as always. Darn tootin'. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Some sub story action. Yeah, it's like I equip the anti-story item. It's perfect for me.
Oi.
Nah, sorry. Okay, well now we know where to go. Let's get shit-faced drunk first. Since we're at the bar. That's a lot of beer or alcohol to buy. Yeah. Drinking my sorrows away and sauna. There's a couple things that proc. A couple of abilities that proc only when you are shit-faced drunk. Let me review them. Drunk and at max health. I wonder how much these. I wonder how much these do. Like, sure, okay, this one I could use right now. I am drunk. This one too. Found the clip. Now that is really good. That's really good. That's also good. All right, like being drunk is great. For Brawler's got a lot of good drunk procs. Let me see what drunk procs this one has. The rules for wearing gloves. All right, I'm listening to it. Why is it a case by case? Based on what? What could it possibly be based on? Huh. This one doesn't have as many drunk procs, which I guess makes sense since it's Rush. Case by case basis. Oh, and how? What? How do they decide? How do they decide whose case to base it on? Based on these. No, this had like no drunk procs for Rush. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too, but like, I don't know. I guess. I guess maybe if you had like a certain tone of skin that looked, I don't know, it would stand out. I don't know, like but maybe yeah. Hmm. If it was close enough to identify you. You got purple skin. Uh-oh. Better wear gloves. They're gonna know you're the purple skin human. This did not have. Maybe it's just Brawler. Brawler had a bunch of drunk procs, but this doesn't. I thought at least one other thing had it. Maybe it wasn't really expensive though. I might have already bought them. I guess I can go. There's another thing you go to and you see. I feel like the illusion would, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. But like Sana is like, well, maybe Flare. Like pretty much all of them have like a very like light skin tone, a very pale skin tone. I guess that would make sense. Like if Sana is like lighter skin than her character, then that would kind of look that would be less of an immersion factor, wouldn't it? What is this camera controls? Just show me. Okay, Brawler. I might just buy that one because I can get that one. This one has a lot though. This one has a lot that proc on being drunk. Okay. What about Rush? Oh. Maybe it was. I thought being drunk was not just procced on Brawler, but I mean that makes the most sense. Put up your guard while in heat mode to stay standing even when hit by. Okay. Okay. Did this one have any? Nah, this one has like nothing. All right, let's buy the one Brawler that actually procs so that we can afford. The one that while you're drunk you can't be stunned. That seems really good. I am very drunk right now in game. I'm drunk on life in real life. Sanana. Stream Astro Girl. Oh, you can notice a change. Okay, let me see. I don't know if I noticed it. I don't see it. Because I'm drunk? I don't see it. When I'm running? Maybe I just don't notice it. Boy, do I ever. 5 million is chump change. Ayaka, ayaya. Maika-chan. Where is... I hear it. Where is it? Doko doko. Gonna keep it casual, Kiryu. Human trafficking. Show letter of introduction. Fine. Kum. Okay. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Our girl Riku. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. This is like chump change. Getting 5 mil from this guy for showing him telephone cards is actual chump change for me now. Change that only chumps would bother with. And I'm not as drunk anymore. Near. If I were to play another Yakuza game, Tapioca might be asleep now. This is probably a question I should ask him while he's awake, but if I were to play another Yakuza game, what's the next one I should play? What's a good follow-up to Yakuza 0? Is it just Yakuza 1, the first Yakuza? Just play the next one. Yeah, just play 1 now. Just go in order. Is that the best way to do it? So one is the first one that came out, right? Is that like, I don't know, is it going to feel like a retrograde? Is it going to feel like, oh, the mechanics are clunky, the combat feels bad? Like, am I going to feel like I went backwards? I guess you kind of have to. But is it gonna feel clunky compared to this game? Skip the side scope. What about combat? Does combat feel the same? Yeah, side stuff is going to be super repetitive. Are we going to be able to bust more Budusera rings? I think I will put this into... What about this one? Get all the health upgrades? Yeah. About to drop a bill. A billion. Uh-oh. For Castle. Is that the mazy one? If it is, that one sucks. Burn near. Massaging balls. See, you know Nene has it in her contract that she doesn't have to wear gloves. She knows her hands are very pretty. I never thought like I could find a girl's hands to actually be like, wow, those are really pretty until I saw Nene's hands. But it's probably because you just don't get to see much of her. I think I saw Callie and I was like, I was whatever. Very average hands, unremarkable hands. Oh, I don't want to deal with this guy. I mean, I could. Do I want to beat him up, chat? Chat room, should we beat this guy up? You guys want to see content? Who would do that? Who would do that? Unfortunately, I'm not drunk enough, I don't think. Check the VOD. I didn't think you could get a special off on this guy, TBH. Well, it's going okay so far. It's going a lot better than it was going before. Being drunk helps, I guess. Just like in real life. Let me get close to your face. Is this good for you? Actually kicked his ass. Like that's actually but actually yeah. But actually those are pretty similar in length. Crazy, you're not invited to the conversation. Sorry. No, I think it is. You're gonna say percentage-wise it isn't, but I think it is. Like you, I feel like for video games and what we're trying to say about the everybody taking about the same amount of time, a difference of 3 hours is similar. Just like if someone plays SM64 and beats it in 2 hours, and someone else plays it and they beat it in 6 hours. Well, it was like 3 times longer, but I would still say it took about the same amount of time. Someone beats it in 2 hours and someone else beats it in 25 hours. No, that's not similar. Just win the argument, of course. Played in an afternoon.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's not good. Okay, new strat is just always be drunk. ABD. Always be drunk.
いらっしゃいませ。
Damn, he just downed that. Lami's sister gets angry at Lami not wearing she sleeps. Please send me that clip. Lami is laying it on pretty thick, isn't she?
ありがとうございました。
Why would someone's sister get angry with that? That's like a that's like a Fuwawa and Mokoko, like Fuwamoko morning story. Why would Lami's sister care? I want to see the clip though. That's almost good, like the clip of Louis saying that Louis Louis' brother, what was it? Louis' brother fiance was not doesn't like Louis' brother hanging out with Louis. I like that one.
おいお前
Lamy content machine must provide, yeah. Wasn't this guy on the ground? I guess maybe I should go into Brawler. Cause this is where I'm getting goodies. I'm getting my drunk goodies. It's like the RuneScape random event quiz where it's like, which one of these doesn't have in common? Did you watch the Mume clip? I'll scroll back and see. This thumbnail looks good though. Let's see. Oh, he's just gonna DM me again. All right, that works too. I might not have. Hold on, did I watch this? Hold on. Oh wait, whoops! I have to load it in browser to have it be not okay. Yeah, I did watch this. I forget a reaction. Oh wait, I didn't watch this. Wait, she didn't approve it?
Oi.
No, I didn't. I thought I watched it, but I didn't. The first 10 seconds were familiar, so I think I know what happened. I think I know what might have happened. That was a good clip. Don Don Chikakunaru. Boy, Mateo. Why did she not endorse him with the cosplay wife? I don't get that. Why is Mume got to be like that? That's the part I don't get. Why didn't she want him to why didn't she approve of the wife? Oh, does cosplay wife mean is that just a way of saying I like this cosplayer's content? Is that like waifu? Is it waifu instead of wife? Probably waifu. That's why she didn't approve.
Yeah.
And Fuamoko say that too. It's like they don't have to stalk their fans anymore. They just get their fans for you'd by Twitter to them. Menacing man. And being drunk is great. Boss man? Boss man's not gonna like that. Damn, lucky Nero. I see. That's what I thought too. But why would she? Why would she be against that? So I think it's possible that. Hold on. What was the wording of it again? The wording of the super chat was, "I may have acquired a Mume cosplayer wife." I don't know. I don't know what that is. But why would she say? Why would she say absolutely not? Why wouldn't she say more power to you? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is more like that, like waifu. Yeah, because if she said, yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking of, now I've got to look up. Who is the one she's, because does anybody got a link? Anybody got a link though? Yeah. The on my knees line. If I find it, I'll post it. I'll do some research after stream. Is it this one? You got a link though? Yo Yimo coming through? With the link though? Oh. I don't see any Mume Oh, is this it? This Mume? Is it this one? How did you find it, Yimo? I mean, that looks so wholesome. Why would she be against it? Oh, first YouTube comment pinned. Of course, of course. This sounds like a storyline that's going to continue. They also have the super chatter Twitter. All right, bringing it up for research after stream. Going to see the defense, how he defends himself. Oh, wow. I see. Quite the degenerate then. I'll check it out. Now I'm really curious. Oh, it's the barkeeper. Oh, wow. That's kind of a twist. Masaka. Is the Iris post tapioca posted? Yeah, well, that's going to do it for me for today. I think next stream we might actually do story. I think next stream I might actually, unironically, do story.
いらっしゃいませ。
What could this be? I see he's got from I know where that fauna image comes from too. What does that say about me? And see, at least I let it all out just by talking to you guys on stream. At least I'm not one of these people who tweets it out so that they potentially can see it. And Shiorin, damn. He really has it all. Wow, what a fan. Really checks all the boxes, doesn't he? If I had a Twitter, I would follow and interact with him. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. Story next time, maybe, but probably. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Dwan's. There's a very small chance I might come online, but I don't think so. Retweet for stream. Yeah, probably continue with the Lemmings Yakuza combo until Lemmings is done. I believe the next stream will be Saturday. So, please look forward to it then. Let's find somebody to host. Well, Arius just went live. I will send you there. Like, perfect timing. Perfect timing. He's playing Croc 2. He's doing the final Chiva, which I think is, like, deathless. He's got to, like, beat the whole game deathless. He's got to turn off autosave. I think this is going to be a fun watch. So if you guys are staying up, I think this is the place to be. But yeah, I will catch you next time. Thanks again for hanging out. I hope you have a good start to your weekend. Yeah, that guy's, you're right. There's no way he's married.